Every time I come out here, I have two very extreme emotions going through me. One is that you can't come out here and not feel how special this place is. But for me personally, when I come out here, I also have this incredible feeling of pressure and stress because it's under attack. That is a very painful thought to think about this place being destroyed. I remember the first time I heard about desert dunes, and I absolutely remember the first time that I came here. The minute I turned off the street and started that drive down into the property, I knew that this was something special. And then we see this magnificent building in front of us. It was an active golf course at the time. I asked them if I could borrow a cart, that I wanted to go take a look at the property. They didn't know why. And from that second, we knew that this property needed our attention.
I was aware of desert dunes working on the Coachella Valley Multiple Species Habitat Conservation Plan. So to me, one of the most important parts of this area is that you have the natural landscape of the sand dunes, as well as these spectacular mesquite hummocks.
If we go back 100 to 150 years, the Coachella Valley was 100 square miles of sand dunes, surrounded by mesquite thickets all around the outside. And as anybody who's been to the Coachella Valley knows, that 100 square miles of sand dunes is gone. And so are almost all of the mesquite areas that surround them. They were the first to be developed. And so this represents the last best patch of mesquite that has not yet been fully developed.
The fact that it was a golf course with a lot of habitat in the middle of the golf course really might have meant that that mesquite did get protected. And actually, probably because of the water regime, it got a lot of water as well. So it has been seen as some of the healthier stands of mesquite.
The Cahuilla people thrived here because the mesquite was this very rich habitat, not only for the fruits or the pods that they would eat, but also for the animals that were attracted to it.
When we went into an options agreement, meaning we went into a contract to work toward buying this property, we asked the owner if we were able to start putting wildlife cameras out on the property even before we owned it. And what we saw was even better than we ever expected.
There are animals and plants here that you would be hard-pressed to find anywhere else in the Coachella Valley, or hard-pressed to find anywhere else in California. There is, for instance, a ground squirrel called the Coachella Valley ground squirrel. There's all sorts of birds that occupy this habitat just because of its rich productivity. It's also a place for animals that are higher on the food chain. So this is a place where you could find badgers, and it's probably the last place you can find a badger in the Coachella Valley. This is a place where you could almost certainly find kit foxes.
Of all of the properties that Oswit Land Trust owns, and we have now protected over 10,000 acres of land, we see more wildlife, more diversity of wildlife and more frequency of wildlife on this property than any other property that we own. And it is nonstop with the wildlife cameras. And now we also see endangered species like the burrowing owl, who is pending being an endangered species in California. We've been following a bobcat. We've named her Tiny. And we have now watched Tiny have 2 seasons of babies, and it's been incredible to watch this. So she has definitely become a little bit of an unofficial mascot of this Desert Dunes property. Her and also a spectacular great horned owl that we have named Queenie sometimes. Queenie and Tiny have definitely become the mascots for us of this property, and they are just a reminder of why we have to save this property. So our goal is to preserve the entire section of land. If you look at a map, it's a square and it's 640 acres. Now, in that 640-acre square, you have 3 different owners. So the first phase was to acquire what used to be the golf course property, which includes these amazing mesquite hummocks. The next thing that we want to do is we want to purchase the surrounding property. The problem is that there are developers that are circling that when they look at those properties, they don't want to see what everybody else sees because all they want to see is dollar signs. If they were to sell a developer, they want to put several thousand houses on this property, and it would completely destroy the incredible ecosystem that is fully functioning here right now. Oswett Land Trust, we're not anti-development, but we're anti-development in the wrong places. You could not find a place that is more wrong than developing on this 640 acres.
I've been in the area for more than 40 years and seen a lot of growth happen here. Certainly we're seeing more in the Desert Hot Springs area. There's also a tremendous trend towards warehouse development.
We're seeing more warehouses in the Inland Empire than anywhere else in the country. 60% of the warehousing comes through the Inland Empire. So we are seeing this enormous amount of growth.
So remember what I told you with the fluff? Look at this, check this one out. So grab some. My name is Andres Marquez. This is my son, Nevin. I'm from Desert Hot Springs. I lived here my whole life. And I didn't know this property existed, other than the fact that it was here. Well, you know, he's very young, so he doesn't understand the full impact of areas like this. To him, this is always going to exist in his eyes. He doesn't know that it can disappear at any moment.
What was once this 100 square miles of sand dunes has now been reduced to just a few little patches, probably 5% of that is left, maybe even less than 5%. And that means surrounding mesquite habitats that has also been destroyed. So this is the last that's left. And it's an opportunity for the Oswett Land Trust to step up and really protect part of the heritage of the Coachella Valley that will be lost forever if we don't step up and do it now.
The potential here is to restore the sand dunes and have the surrounding landscape with mesquite and some areas of creosote scrub. And there is a fairly thick layer of thatch. We'd want to open that up to allow the sand dunes to recover and have some actual blowing sand movement. I could envision that if that were to happen, that we'd see fields of sand verbena and dune primrose and some of our spectacular wildflowers. Imagining this with pink sand verbena covering these dunes is really a great dream.
My dream for Desert Dunes is that this entire 640 acres is in conservation and is safe forever and never threatened with development. And then Desert Dunes becomes the regional conservation and education center that is so needed in this area. It's so unusual that we have this opportunity to have this incredible 13,000 square foot building that we can repurpose to be something really special and spectacular. It will be a place that school kids will come and they'll learn about the environment and nature. So it really becomes the central place that our community can meet, learn, and grow all together, surrounded by the spectacular land.
Nevin, do you like this place? Yeah? You like all the animals here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the bobcats? Remember the 2 bobcats and the owls? They all live here. For me, for this place to be preserved, it'll mean a lot. And it's not just for me, myself, it's for the rest of the community, as well as for the future generations that are gonna be able to really see it from the ground up, preserved, and learn from it.
When I see Nevin and his dad running around this property, it's a further confirmation of how important it is that we save this land. I envision a day that Nevin is bringing his own kids here and telling the story that, can you believe this place was once a golf course? Can you believe that this place was threatened with development? Can you believe that all of this could have been lost? And I imagine the stories that he will tell to his own children. But we want to make sure he tells the right story. We don't want him to be driving by and say, boy, I remember when that place was really something special, and now it's a warehouse, or now it's just stacked with houses. So the story that Nevin tells is completely connected to the decisions that we make today.